Hello, all those other fellow Pokemon out there. Today I'm going to be answering your questions and doing random things on YouTube while answering questions. Yeah. Wait, Streamception. No Streamception? Why? Why no Streamception?
I keep ending the stream.
Look right over here. Let's watch this Princess Spike, and he's like, yes. I like my new statue.
Just put the hay in the apple and eat
Nom 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 nom. Is it wet right now?
There now.
Back! I am back, stream. No reason to worry. Who's there? Hello? I am back because I just put a candy bar in the fridge and I don't understand why. Have any questions? I'm bored and that's why I made the stream. Because I'm bored. Oh my god, huh? So, yeah.
Princess Spike offers me a unique opportunity. But first, I must set the stage with a random quote. I often wonder if, like many of those analysts, Silver Quill lies about things just to not be attacked by the fandom. It's not like these people can actually dislike an episode, because if they do, suddenly everyone turns on them. Okay, first off, and this is a long time coming, I don't consider myself an analyst. An analyst works with hard data and tries to limit any personal input. I am a reviewer. I share my own thoughts and perceptions with the hope that it gives people food for thought, along with a good laugh. Secondly, you think I fear being attacked? I'm Silver Quill. I flee for my life twice a week and 3 times on a leap year.
Oh gosh! Luna! Everybody! Oh gosh.
Lastly, there would be no point in trying to please others because it's impossible to have a uniform opinion. I think the only way one can truly kill a fandom is if you got everyone to agree 100%.
Can
Be
somebody
grateful
talk,
for diverse
please?
opinions. Shows
I
people with
need
more autonomy
somebody
than the
to.
ponies in this episode. But I'm equally honest when I say that
Nobody
a
wants to
bad
talk to me.
episode has even greater opportunity. When an episode has an issue, it can serve as a standout example of a greater theme. Princess Spike allows us to ask why this tends to
Another
happen.
person's back. And it ain't my,
Spike episode.
it ain't my fault. Like episode. Ooh, comment. Talks. Bunny.
So things often catch a lot
Ooh,
of all
comment.
places. A rare event, especially these days. And look who starts us off.
Welcome to the
I have a question. What do you use to stream? I know this is really weird question, but I'm curious. Oh, I just use Mobizen Live. It's in early access right now, so there might be a few bugs, but it's a really great thing to use. It doesn't show your face unless you want to. The eye thing down there lets you see your face when the little things with the little white things and there's gray around it. That means that you're talking. When you do it out and the little white things are orange, that means you have it out. Then when you press on it, it does that, okay? And if you want to stop the stream or start the stream, you press up there where that little thing is. But if you're starting a stream, it will have a camera and it will have live on the side of it. Got it?
Grand Equestria Pony Summit!
Hey, it is so good to see the Royal Sisters.
Gone.
For less than
Thanks for
2
telling me.
minutes. A royal summit
Okay.
with representatives from all over the land, and this pair vanishes before the first act even starts. Well, they're not the focus. Spike is.
We love you, Princess Twilight! We love all the princesses!
Theoretically.
Every pony loves a princess.
Show creator Faust once said.
You know, I had a vision for the destinies of all these characters. They all had.
Who's your favorite Viner?
Had goals for what I wanted to
Thomas Sanders! There you go. Now you know.
I have to wonder, did she include Spike in those plans? When I think of the main six, their life goals seem pretty apparent. Some are specific, like becoming a Wonderbolt, expanding her business, or learning about friendship and then transitioning to teaching friendship. Others are more abstract. Provide for her family, spread humor and cheer, overcome timidity. With Spike, what does he want out of life? One might say dating rarities, so let me rephrase that. What does Spike need out of life? Spike doesn't appear to have a goal beyond being useful, particularly to Twilight.
I'm bored.
Even in Spike at Your Service, they made the joke that
Anything-
without Twilight,
wanna ask
Spike
me
has
anything
no
else?
ambitions. So how do you base a whole episode around a
What?
character who doesn't want anything out of life beyond supporting a main character? Well, this episode starts off right by giving him that very goal. After 3 days of planning without sleep, Twilight's in
Me
need of a nap.
too! Now that I know you're
Count
12.
on you to see to it that she.
Be right back. Back, guys. Just got my chocolate bar from out of the fridge. Kind of melted, actually. Came back.
She isn't disturbed.
And Spike performs this task with vigor. Say what you will about him, Spike always devotes himself to a given task. Even manages to convince a bird to take off because birds auto-defer to royalty?
I can't believe that worked.
This is but a sample of the episode's flaw. Oh, speaking of,
Oh no! Are those dragon sneeze trees?
I have no idea why one would want to grow something like that within their city. I know Spike's the only dragon, but why would you surround yourself with foliage that's designed to agitate a fire breather? Sometimes I think natural selection skipped a few dimensions. Commander Firebrand rightly pointed out that Spike could have saved himself some trouble by finding a pair of earplugs. All we needed was a quick scene of Spike seeking out a pair and failing. After all, if these ponies can't put locks on their jewelry collections, they're probably not well equipped. At all. Instead, Spike gets every pony to follow his instructions simply by invoking Twilight's title.
Princess Twilight will be rested, Princess Cadence will be proud, and Princess Spike deserves a little reward. Princess Spike.
Why not Prince Spike? Well, consider the examples in this universe. We have Prince Blueblood,
Ew! Stay back! I just had myself groomed!
Prince by marriage Shining Armor, and Prince Rutherford.
Yes, destroy!
Oh, right, next episode. MLP likes to turn the tables by making the princes useless. Some celebrate this as a step towards empowerment, but I question, how does an inept prince make the princesses awesome? You want to have the prince in distress? Great. But the other half of the equation is that the princess has to show her best qualities in rescuing him. As we're about to see, reducing one party doesn't automatically elevate the other.
My speech is more important.
Point of order there, sir, but I think you'll find that my speech is the more important one, don't you know?
My.
Yeah, they do.
what a
I
chipper
don't understand
cameo.
why.
I think anyone who's run a convention like BabsCon, BronyCon, Crystal Mountain, Everfree Northwest, Nightmare Nights, and Running of the Leaves could look at this episode and say, yeah.
I have a feels I hope will happen. Septiplier. Twilight and Flash Sentry. Umbreon and Pikachu. Those are the three that ship. Hope you heard those.
I've been there. Large gatherings ponies struggle with these logistic nightmares. Even the best plan still has to feature room for unexpected conflicts, and no one is there to pick up for Twilight.
A pony had taken my seat. A pony who used to be my friend.
I get that they're having some fun with the chaos inherent to conventions, but we quickly reach the point where these ponies couldn't breathe without a royal decree.
I couldn't tell these delegates anything as long as they think it came from Twilight.
Is Spike wrong for using Twilight's name to get these bozos functioning? Well, I think not, because clearly no one else is stepping up, and these ponies aren't interested in common sense.
No offense, but I don't need some random dragon's opinion. I want to hear what Princess Twilight thinks.
But it does highlight another issue with Spike episodes. If Spike is a character without an overarching goal, then how does one create obstacles to frustrate?
Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, you heard me. I shipped Septiplier, Umbreon, and Pikachu. And I don't want to say it. Fine, I'll say it because I want to. I shipped Lightning Bliss with Silverquill. Don't ask me. Just stay with those ships, please.
Him. Basic story conflict is to create a goal for a character, then put as many hindrances as possible between character and goal. I don't envy writers who try to create that for Spike. And very often, Spike becomes the problem. So often in his stories, nothing is going wrong with the rest of the world. There are no competitions to win, no threats from outside forces, no pony asking him to help solve a problem. In many a case, Spike invents his own issues.
I'm gonna have bat wings on right now, and I'm about to jump off my bed. Ready? Huh? 1, 2, 3. Septiplier away!
A little bit.
There we go.
This is a book on reverse psychology. Please read it. I know you have the time because you're doing
I kinda
diddly
hurt.
squad for
There you go.
everything else.
By order of the princess. By order of the princess. By order of the princess.
And again, you could do so much in this country if you just say you have a princess's permission. Celestia said it was okay.
Princess life is good.
It sure is, but it's also hard work.
I said before that I don't think Cadence is a bad character, but she is a character who hasn't been allowed to grow.
That kinda
She
hurt,
gets married
though.
and everything's fine. Okay, I'm not expecting any kind of marital trouble in a show aimed at kids, but I haven't seen them act as a team in a good while. She became ruler of an empire, and the next time we saw her, she's chillaxing and saying that life there was so peaceful it was to the point of boredom. And now we know.
We're having a baby!
But why should I expect this to have any impact on her perfect life? She'll likely be a flawless mother because nothing seems to really challenge her. So when she says that it's hard work being a princess, I don't believe her. One could argue that she makes it look easy, but all I've seen of her leadership is her walking away. So when it all comes crashing down thanks to everything set up in the first act, I guess I should be glad that Cadence demonstrates some new crystal magic. At least I can assume she's been learning some new spells in the Crystal Empire. And back to Spike, this is supposed to be the moment where he pays for his past mistakes.
Oh, me.
I know he didn't curse in the original, but I can ruin anything. Here's the problem.
Yes,
Spike
you
usually
can.
suffers karma for the mistakes he made, and we anticipate that. Maybe even feel like he's getting what he deserves. But here, I feel like he was set up to fail. Cadence gave him one goal, help Twilight sleep. Short-sighted,
That
yes,
kinda really
but no
hurt,
one asked him to
actually.
oversee
Ow.
the big picture. That should have gone to a pony who served as Twilight's true stand-in. It seems she didn't designate a fallback organizer. Not good planning. Everything that Spike did with selfish intent never comes back to bite him. He's being punished for being helpful. So instead of feeling like he's getting his just desserts, I'm blaming the princesses who didn't show up. Twilight, who didn't designate support, and these ponies who have no sense of self-motivation.
Let's go give her a piece of our mind.
Allow me to begin with a revelation. I take a lot
Oh, no.
of abuse in my videos.
Yes or no? I know a cringe channel.
If it can be punctured,
Hey, Sparkbot, I know a cringe channel. If you ever do, a Papito, another Papito thing, I say you look up Katie Love Sands. That's a wreck. Oh, you hurt? Gives Band-Aid. Gives little lollipop. I'm fine. Really?
or otherwise inconvenienced, I have
Wow,
experienced
that was weird.
My life has flashed before my eyes so often that I could write a Cliff Notes version. And I am proud, I tell you. Proud to have taken beatings from the main cast. Proud to have survived
Takes
the slings
Band-Aid
and arrows
and
of my
throws them in
carburetors.
garbage.
Proud to give the middle feather to Darwinism. But there's one species from whom I shall never suffer a beating. Yaks. They may be species of me, but I am drawing a line in the sand.
Okay, grads, you ready for random roleplay time? It's when the chat gets kind of boring, and then you just go ahead and, do roleplay until you feel like the chat is live again. All good. Rip Bandage takes a nuke and throws it at the ground. Nothing happens. An evil Pokemon comes. Oh, look! A wild Ponyta has appeared! Wait. No, not literally. Yeah, I got a Jolteon and like 5 Eevees in Pokemon Go. But you guys have to follow my lead through what I'm saying, okay? A wild Ponyta has appeared in front of Bunny Bunny. A wild Mewtwo has spawned in front of Sparkbot.
That one yak may harm my feathery features. Do so at your own peril.
Yak smash!
Contrary to popular belief, I have my pride. Right off the bat, I want...
I said a wild Mewtwo spawned in front of Sparkbot. And a wild Ponyta hasn't spawned in front of Bunny Bunny. Alright. You have the chance to catch Ponyta now.
Object to a common criticism for this episode. Twilight does participate here. Seeing as how I criticized the princesses for a lack of activity last time, it's only fair to point this out. Twilight gathers the main 6, coordinates interaction with a species long out of touch with Equestria, and takes point on acting as a host.
Equestria and Yak-Yakistan haven't opened their borders for hundreds of moons. In fact, Yak-Yakistan is so far north of the Crystal Mountains, no pony's even been there.
Wait, if no pony has ever been there, how do you have any research on their food, their dwellings, and their culture? I am going to assume that some pony took very good notes back in the day, and that some pony was Starswirl the Bearded, because it's always Starswirl the Bearded. Only problem is that the yaks are a one-note trick.
If things not perfect, yaks get mad.
Oh, wow. That was fast. This joke was old before it started. This is the first act. In fact, this is the yaks in a nutshell. You offer them food?
Yaks destroy!
Show them cute animals.
Yaks smash!
Host an election year?
Yaks destroy! Ah!
Okay, 1 out of 3.
Are you a spark? Why didn't you catch it, Bunny? Sparkbot, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna catch the Mewtwo? Gives you 10,000 Master Balls. Use them, Sparkbot. Use them wisely. A wild Jigglypuff is in front of Bunny. Come on, catch it this time.
And that's all.
I'm sorry, but no. In these PC times, we're encouraged to accept cultural differences, but there's a point where one has to call stop. These yaks are destroying homes and endangering lives, not out of any deep offense, but for the crime of hospitality. This is the classic trope of putting the ass in ambassador. And because all grievances lie on the yaks, it makes the whole situation pretty one-sided. Why would anyone want to be friends with these guys? But wait, there's a line from season 4 that comes to mind.
Jigglypuff starts singing. Jigglypuff, jiggly, Jigglypuff, jiggly, Jigglypuff, jiggly, Jigglypuff, jiggly, Jigglypuff, jiggly. Ralio is now asleep. Mewtwo struggles.
His true nature to make friends with weak-minded equines who offer him nothing.
Yes, if one only judges another's value by what they have to offer, isn't that the opposite of true friendship? So there is a certain nobility in the pony's desire to unconditionally offer goodwill.
Let's get out there and make some new friends.
But in their zeal, I think the ponies aren't looking after their own well-being. Truth is, there are times where you need to let go of making a friendship because it's quickly becoming one-sided. These yaks seem like they'd be a harmful relationship, but this is friendship is magic. And this isn't the only time this season they've dodged the idea that not all friendships are mutually beneficial. Now that sums up my thoughts on all the yaks except one. But let's not forget that this
Jigglypuff, you song again. Jigglypuff, jiggly, Jigglypuff. And Jigglypuff is still singing even though it's inside his Pokeball. Even though you catch the Pokemon the normal way, Bunny. Sparkbot just puts a blanket over it and like, there we go, got it.
show is about ponies and one dragon. Which means it's time for a good old face-off. Princess Twilight, show us your best face. Ooh, a serious contender with a variety of fearful expressions. But Pinkie Pie's no slouch when it comes to looks. Behold that muscle control. Fluttershy, trying to make an entry, but let's face it, this is down to 2 mares. And I honestly can't tell which is the more stressed, but I enjoyed both. Now, Twilight and stress aren't a new revelation, but it is nice to see her using Cadence's breathing technique.
Mewtwo got away. Bunny has found an Umbreon, but the Umbreon is a trainer. That's me. So you dare to challenge me, Bunny. Okay, we'll see how that ends. Go, Sceptile! Send out your worst.
Continuity. But wait, again. At the start of season 4, I said I was glad she wasn't using a calming exhale. So what gives? Well, in games ponies play, Cadence's technique completely eliminated Twilight's stress.
Go to her
In
cat.
essence, it shut down part of her person.
Okay, Sceptile. Use Razor Leaf! Sceptile uses Razor Leaf and takes down Torcat in one hit. I'm sorry.
Personality. As someone who enjoys how these characters' strengths and weaknesses are intertwined, this seemed like a loss. Here, Twilight uses the technique to rein in her stress, but never eliminates it. That's finding a nice balance. Now, Pinkie Pie's stress, that's a rare sight indeed. It doesn't help that Twilight's resting all her hopes on Pinkie's party, while the Yaks continue to be awful representatives.
Even Fluttershy made them mad! Fluttershy!
Truly, they are a species on the brink of madness. So with some inspiration from Gummy, Pinkie decides it's time for a road trip. If memory serves, this was the episode's most criticized element. The big thing is that a lot of Pinkie's journey
Razor Leaf
doesn't
is
make
pretty
much
strong
sense.
against fire types, you know that, right?
Wrong way?
Well, considering that Dodge Junction is down Nya, and the Crystal Empire and Yak-Yakistan are up Nya, then yes, yes you
Sceptile.
are.
Return. Sceptile returns to the Umbreon's Pokeball. She has a fire type. Aha! I know what will take down your Torcat in one hit. Go, Blastoise! She sends out a Blastoise. Blastoise, use Water Cannon! Does that mean I took down your Pokemon? Just tell me already. Slow down. Fine. It didn't do anything to it, I promise. Oh crap.
Pinkie's journey takes up the whole day afternoon and crams several episodes worth of events. She meets up with Cherry
sorry.
Jubilee and nearly ends up getting thrown off a cliff, only to be saved by the Wonderbolts. Then it's off to Manhattan when Pinkie does one of the best pop culture parodies in the show. Many of you were wonders, how could she do all this in such a small time frame?
It was a major adventure that took most of the afternoon.
Normally I raise an eyebrow at this since there's a limit to how much I'm willing to accept. In fact, if this were any
Go
pony but
Wiggaloo?
Pinkie, I'd probably object.
What type is
The rules,
Wiggaloo?
however, change when Pinkie
Wingaloo.
is involved. Storytelling is a
Whatever
dialogue,
it is
even
called.
if we're not always aware. When Pinkie randomly teleports, when she manages to defy physics and summon random objects and basically rewrite the world around her, that's the show asking you to accept that she operates by a different set of rules. I can accept this based on how Pinkie acts. In past episodes, she seemed oblivious to what's happening around her. In this episode, she reacts with fear where appropriate, but never loses her characteristic enthusiasm. She's in tune enough with the world so that...
Okay, come on. This is water type. Come on. I'm thinking real quickly. Let me think, okay? I know. Go, Grimmer! I send out a Grimmer. You sludge. It took down half of your Wingaloo's health. That ain't bad for a Pokemon.
Her cartoonishness enhances her reactions rather than breaking the story. So when I wonder how she can do so much in one afternoon, I can fall back on the most classic rhetoric.
Keep to yourself, it's just a show. I should really just relax.
At the same time, this episode is asking us to take this seriously.
We declare war!
I should not be hungry for war. But seriously, I want to see these guys get decimated. It would be the most sad.
Wow. I took 2 out of 3 health, and you took 1 out of 3 health? Fine. I use sludge again. You're out. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's fine spectacle. It's a lovely day here on the Borderlands. The 3rd Armored Battalion of Yak-Yakistan is in full battle garb. Some nice use of mounted ballistics there. And representing Equestria is Princess Celestia. I'm told Princess Luna offered her services, but Celestia replied, "Relax, I've got this." It looks like the Yakistanians are making the first move. And now it appears that they have... And now it appears that they have exhausted their ammunition. I believe that makes it Celestia's turn. And there you have it. The 3rd Armored Battalion is now the 1st Spaceborne Battalion, and Equestria claims another victory. Praise the sun,
How many
and
other
long
Pokemon
live
you
the
can try to
ponies.
battle me?
Back with Pinky,
And my
she's finally
sweet,
made it to the edge of the Crystal
sweet-
Empire and given Cadence a reason to enjoy 3 episode cameos in a row.
Grimer.
No pony who's attempted this climb has ever returned.
Go Wall
Wow,
World.
not to put too fine
Word.
a point on this, Prince.
What type is Wally Word? I need to like figure out every type so that way I can like figure out what type I think I can take that down with. Back. What type is Wally Word? Wally World.
But why are
Wally
you sending her
World.
alone? I am running out of ways to say this. I know Cadence can be a great leader, so when will she actually start leading? Just send a few guards to keep an eye on one of your friends as she faces whatever that is. But we do reach a bright spot. For the gates of Yakistan are within view, but more importantly, there's this little one. I mean, look at him, her, not sure, but really don't care.
Okay, Grimer. You sludge. Took down 2 out of 3 health.
So cute, just so friendly. Goes right up to the gates and gestures, "Come on in." Oh, why couldn't this little one be the ambassador? Truly, the hope for Yakistan lies in the young. I should not laugh at her misfortune, but I'm gonna. In Pinky's darkest moment, we find out the hidden secret. She's Pat Mayer.
Pinkie Pie has a secret party planning cave? How cool is this?
This party cave, which I'm not sure how it ties into Sugar Cube Corner's architecture, it sums up everything wonderful about Pinky. This episode gets Pinky. She seems random and
You
unfocused on the
water gun.
surface, but underneath it all is a desire to make others
How
happy.
much health did
And she
it
devotes
down?
so much time and energy into considering each person's taste.
I don't even think he's there. I think he's
But
just
she's
watching us.
afraid of quesadillas.
Oh crap.
No, I'm not. They're just
Okay,
so
good to get.
cheesy.
Yeah, right.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just marking that for future reference. There is a method to Pinky's actions, even if it's not immediately apparent. The best Pinkie Pie episodes understand this. The ones that don't fly usually treat her as
So
weird
he
for the sake
thinks.
of weirdness.
The trip was really hard, but every pony I met along the way was so helpful.
Actually,
Sorry,
considering the various
but I have to
near-death
do this.
experiences versus the helpful ponies, I think we broke even here. But it's not the destination that matters. It's
Grimer,
the journey.
you
Pinkie Pie
sludge,
gains an insight
and
that
he's
enables her
gone.
to win the Yaks back over.
If you have any more Pokemon,
So,
you can go heal them and
walk
then come
back
back
up
and
the slide
battle
or-
me
or
again.
what?
Maybe you
Flutter
should.
Dry!
You should
Try to
have
make
a.
Equestria feel like your home. We should try to make you feel at home in Equestria.
And what happened next? Well, in Ponyville, they say, the prince's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Ponies and yaks, friends.
For 1,000 moons?
Pinkie saves the day. And Twilight?
Just doing my best
You
to
can go
spread
heal your Pokemon,
friendship.
come back.
I know that Celestia
Then
sees what's what.
we
I know that
can,
Twilight's motivations through all this were altruistic. But it
Battle
would have
over
meant a
again, but
lot
you
if
have
she
to have
had
a
been the
plan.
one to share the credit with Pinkie. By not doing
What?
that, I feel like
Yeah,
Twilight
Freddy
is failing to
song.
follow her own
We're
advice.
playing Pokemon
One of the
Battle
most
RP
important
game.
things a princess can do is realize when she's made a mistake and fix it.
So at the end of this wild ride, what can I say? It's a review of two
Suddenly,
storylines.
random
On the Yak
Umbreon.
side of things, I find that once again, I'm not eager to learn more about the new locale, much like with Griffinstone. Though perhaps that's unfair. What I really don't want to see is more of Prince Rutherford. Thinking on both Griffinstone and Yak-Yakistan, the show has demonstrated two races that can learn a lot from the ponies, but don't seem to give much back. Gilda's redemption and the little Yak offer a ray of hope for both, but it's not enough to make me want to see the larger population. It seems like Equestria is too flawless while the rest of the world is too flawed. There's no sense of mutual...
That's gonna be it for this stream, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, and see you in the next stream. Bye-bye.